Hi guys, welcome back to Bite Review. That intro you just saw then was shot with my iPhone 10 and the Feiyu Vimble 2. Today I wanted to talk to you about what using one of these is like, my experience with this one in particular, and if getting a smartphone gimbal in general is worth it. So let's jump into it. Despite its outwardly plastic design, the Vimble 2 doesn't feel cheap. Buttons, directional pads and switches all feel tactile and clicky. The foam grip up top is well padded and holds your phone firmly without applying too much pressure, and the hand grip is nicely contoured, which is comfortable for longer usage sessions. The Vimble 2 also comes with small cables that let you charge your phone while you're using it. Recording video for long periods on a phone is a great way to kill your battery, so this is a really nice addition. Another interesting hardware feature is the extending selfie stick function, which sets this gimbal a little apart from the others out there. Smartly, there's a standard tripod mount on the bottom of the gimbal, so you can use it with any camera gear you might already have. And Feiyu Tech are also kind enough to throw in this tiny little tripod to go along with it. It's all topped off with a good quality case too. There is an app to use with the gimbal, and it does everything you'd expect it to do in terms of control. There's options on the screen that you can select, which are then controlled physically on the gimbal itself. However, I've got to admit I really didn't get along with using it. I found the app to be a little confusing to use, and it didn't have the video settings that I wanted to film in. And for some reason the subject tracking seemed really hit and miss. This, in part at least, led me to using another app for filming so I could have more control over things like shutter speeds and frame rates, but I'll explain more on that in a moment. Looking at some of the results, I have to say initially I was pretty disappointed. Footage didn't seem any less shaky than simply going handheld, and none of the stuff I managed to shoot was looking that good. Researching this online and taking it to Twitter, some good guys pointed out that sometimes gimbals don't play well with the image stabilisation which is built into a lot of phone cameras, and that switching it off would help. As I'm using an iPhone, there was no way of doing that without help from another app, so I ended up using Pro Movie, which gave me an abundance of control over how the iPhone captures video, and it also had the option to turn image stabilisation off. Once I'd done this, the results started getting a lot better. You still need to master that ninja walk to get the best results, and shooting in slow motion certainly helps, but overall this was a solid improvement over the footage I was getting before. Despite the problems, I'm quite happy with the results I managed to get out of this gimbal in the end, but it's difficult for me to outright recommend one. The app, while functional, can be finicky, and the whole image stabilisation problem shouldn't be something you have to deal with. However, that doesn't mean to say you can't get great results out of this, because you can. If you're looking for something to live stream on, say Instagram, then the selfie stick and portrait mode functions on this gimbal could work as a fantastic way of upping your production values. So that rounds off my thoughts for the Feiyu Vimble 2. It's a good little stabiliser for your phone, but my advice would be to be prepared to put in a little bit of work to get the best results out of it. You're not going to be instantly great at filming when you pick one up, but once you get to grips with it, any gimbal can be a really powerful filmmaking tool. If you are interested in picking up a Vimble 2, then do check out the link below, and if you've enjoyed the video, do pop a like, and I will see you in the next one.